Hello all, it's Billy with another Throwback Thursday, and today we're talking about the Grand Theft Auto series. The Grand Theft Auto series is very controversial and it's blamed for mass shootings and killings. Grand Theft Auto is a real-life adventure and action game, which you can do like anything in it. It's awesome. You can either do the storyline or play all the other missions and do literally whatever you want. The newest one, Grand Theft Auto 5, it has so much things to do, you will never get bored of the game. The game is especially fun with friends because you can do heist missions or just online in general. It's like so good, like the best online game I played. They are still adding DLC 2 years after the game's release. That's crazy. The series is a must-have even if it's an older one. Today, I will talk about each game in the Grand Theft Auto series. Let's get to it. Hey guys, before we start this Throwback Thursday, I bet you guys are like, ooh, he's gonna drive around like an idiot, like GTA people do. But you know, you really think I'm gonna do that? Really, guys? You think I'm gonna go and drive like insane through traffic and everyone? Just go popping people and just killing everyone? Yeah, nice one. Grand Theft Auto 1 was released October of 1997. It was the first installment to the GTA series. It was released on the PS1, PC, and Game Boy Color. Did you know that Grand Theft Auto was originally called Race and Chase until Sam Houser renamed it for some reason? Grand Theft Auto is made up of 6 levels split between the 3 main cities. In each level, the player's objective is to reach a target number of points. The gameplay for Grand Theft Auto 1 is really weird compared to today's GTAs. It has an overhead view instead of a third-person type of thing. That was expected back then since they didn't have real-life 3D games. Also, the PS1 specs weren't that strong. Grand Theft Auto 2 was released September of 1999. It was released on the PC, PlayStation, Dreamcast, and Game Boy Color. It is the sequel to the first GTA. Grand Theft Auto 2 was pretty much exactly the same. Story is different and they added minor things. In the PC version, they added noon and dusk. On the noon setting, the lighting is bright and it makes the game clear to see. On the dusk setting, the game is darker with multiple dynamic lights from explosions and car explosions. The Dreamcast version can only be played in the dusk setting and the PlayStation version can only be played in the noon setting. That makes no sense at all. There were a total of 7 gangs in the game, such Bushu Corporation, Loonies, Yakuza, SRS Scientist, Rednecks, Russian Mafia, and Harakinisha. These gangs were spread throughout each level and game. Grand Theft Auto 3 was released October of 2001. It was the 5th title in the Grand Theft Auto series. GTA 1, and wow, I almost forgot about the 2 expansion packs for the first GTA, London 1961 and 1969. It added new missions, vehicles, and the game takes place in London. Very unheard Grand Theft Auto games. Grand Theft Auto 3 is an open-world adventure game. This was the first GTA game with a third-person type of view, and the map is really big for being the first GTA game with the view. I think if I was an adult when this game came out, it would have blown my mind. There was no other games like it at the time. The game also got weather like rain and storms, time and type of the day. It was real life in a game. They also brought back all the guns from the previous games, machine guns, rocket launchers, pistols, and other handheld explosives. In the GTA series, you can either play the story of the game or just go on your own running from the cops or killing innocent civilians. It was rumored that the game had elderly and school children, but the developers denied of the rumors. Due to 9/11, the game had to be changed, meaning that the game was delayed. There were only small changes like the paint scheme to the police cars, and some of the missions were changed due to its intense feel. Grand Theft Auto Vice City was released in October of 2002. It was released a year after 3. That's crazy actually, but 3, Vice City, and San Andreas were very similar to each other. Also, all the Grand Theft Auto games were developed and published by Rockstar Games. The game takes place in 1986 in a fictional city of Vice City, which is heavily based on Miami. Vice City was the first GTA game to be very controversial and labeled as violent and explicit. Special groups suggest that supervision is necessary when young people play this game. A lawsuit was brought upon the makers of the Grand Theft Auto series, claiming that the games caused a teenager to shoot and kill 3 members of the Alabama police force. David Moore, 17 years old, he was brought into the police station to be questioned about a stolen vehicle. Moore grabbed a pistol from one of the cops and shot 3 cops. After that, he fled in a police car. One of Moore's attorneys blamed GTA for its graphic nature. He said he played with GTA non-stop. Moore's family agreed that GTA made him do the killings. 5 years later, the same attorney brought another lawsuit claiming that Cody Posey played GTA all the time before murdering his father, stepmother, and stepsister in New Mexico. This is a huge problem in today's court. People are blaming video games for killings and school shootings. It has been proven that video games don't take an emotional effect on anyone. It's horrible that people are doing this, and there was no reason to blame video games for shootings. And again, not much to talk about Vice City since it was very similar to GTA 3. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas was released October of 2004. In my opinion, this has the best storyline in any GTA game. What the characters say, the characters themselves, the missions, and everything about it. It is jam-packed with some fun fighting action. I actually beat this game a while ago. The game takes place in the fictional US state of San Andreas. It is heavily based on Nevada and California. This is what the story is about. The single-player story follows CJ, who returns home to Los Santos after learning of his mother's murder. CJ finds his old friends and family in disarray. Over the course of the game, he attempts to re-establish his old gang, clashes with corrupt cops, and gradually unreveals the truth behind his mother's murder. The plot of the game is based on real-life events in LA, the battle between the Bloods and Crips, and the 1980s crack epidemic. There were multiple versions of the game. It was released on PS2, original Xbox, and eventually PS3, Xbox 360, and recently, they just added it to the PS4. I suggest getting this game on PS3 or 360 because on an older system, the graphics weren't that good at all, especially the PS2 version. San Andreas blows Vice City and 3 out of the water. It seems like people don't even talk about them two games anymore. An awesome thing about this game is the cheats. They are the best cheats I've seen in any game ever. There's like 50 cheats to do anything like aggressive traffic, super punch, flying cars, special cars, and weather cheats, and the list goes on. Grand Theft Auto was released April of 2008. Rockstar did a great job of transitioning to the next-gen consoles at the time, PS3 and Xbox 360. They needed to take advantage of the HD graphics and the capabilities of the consoles. The game takes place in a redesigned version of Liberty City based on 4 places in New York: Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, and Manhattan. GTA 4 takes place in a different storyline and timeline from the previous games in the series. Development of GTA 4 began almost immediately after San Andreas. It took 4 or 5 years to make the game. They had around 150 game developers that worked on GTA 4. For the game, Rockstar used their game engine, Rockstar Advanced Game Engine. It was also combined with the Euphoria game animation engine. Euphoria uses a certain animation to control the way the player moves and making the character move more realistic. It also makes the AI react to what the main character does. Within 24 hours of the game release, it sold over 3.6 million copies. After a month, it sold over 8.5 million. The only bad thing about playing this game is that the game is not well optimized. On some computers, GTA 5 only runs and 4 don't. It's that well optimized. A YouTuber called Greenhand Gaming made a computer that ran GTA 5 for only $150. He bought a Dell Optiplex 755 with a Core 2 quad CPU and bought a Sapphire Radeon R7 250 graphics card for again only $150. That is mind-blowing and proves PC peasants don't know everything about computers, because I hate when they say you need a $1,000 computer to run GTA 5. Grand Theft Auto 5 was released September of 2013. As I said before, this game is awesome. I can't even explain it. GTA 5 is the best GTA game, gameplay-wise. This game began development in 2009. It was being developed by around 1,000 people. 1,000 people! Can you imagine that you're one of the developers and you have no idea how the game is going to turn out? That is just mind-blowing. The game runs on Rockstar's game engine just like GTA 4. The map for this game is huge. I don't know exactly, but it would probably take more than 10 minutes to drive around the map. It's also the biggest map in any GTA game. A new thing in Grand Theft Auto 5 is that there is a first-person mode. It's kind of annoying when walking around, but for driving it's the best since you can look around and the camera would turn. No other game has this style. When the cops are chasing you, it's just awesome, and anything can happen. So many funny things happen in the game. There was also an online mode which you can do anything and play missions with random people and earn money for stuff like cars or pretty much anything. The missions are actually really fun, and I used to play them all the time. Recently, they added Heist, and I recommend to play Heist with friends, since if someone dies, the whole mission resets. Anyways, if you don't have this game, get it now. It's so worth it. Well, that's it. I talked about all the main Grand Theft Auto games. Eventually, they released a trilogy pack, which is Vice City, 3, and San Andreas, which I have. A collector's edition on PS1 was released. It included GTA 1, 2, and the expansion packs for the first GTA. There's also a ton more packs, and also I said before, you guys should just get any GTA game, they're all good. Hopefully the 5th one though. I used to have a PS4 and GTA 5 on it, but I don't have any more, and that's the main game I missed from my PS4. I hope you enjoyed this week's Throwback Thursday. Buildin' out. Billy here.
And Charlie. And if you like that video as much as we think you did,
Comment, like, subscribe.
and if you want to watch more, go and click over here.
See you again soon.